Alright, so I'll give you a quick preview of what the website is going to look like. Alright, so let's get started. Let's add in the basic things. And let's get straight into it. The layout's going to consist of 8 items. Let's start with the title. Class of 2020. And let's add an icon, a custom icon. Okay, let's get into the fonts now. I'm using 2 fonts, Pokemon Fire Red and Web Pixel Bitmap. Let's import that into Visual Code. These must be downloaded on your system locally or it will not work. So let's apply that onto our title. And I'm going to be using a nice yellow here. And how about we add a nice little gray to the background. Perfect. Now let's go to our main section. Our main section will consist of the name, the details, and the photo. So let's get started with that. Awesome, so we've got one name ready and we've got a matching yellow and red color combination. So if we move out to the left, and we'll add a border to that. Next, let's add the details section. So we'll add a simple name is equal to Charm, but you'll obviously see it doesn't look good. So we'll need to add some formatting. So we've created a class called Charm Details, and let's go add some CSS properties into that. So let's add all of our details now, and we'll also add an image which will be included within the Charm card span tag. And that's not how we want it, so we're going to need to do some more formatting. So let's put in a couple break tags, and let's add in an Charm image CSS properties. Now that's looking more like it. What do you think? We need to move it to a left a little bit. That's perfect. Okay, now let's talk about image sprites. In short, image sprites is getting multiple images on one image. It improves the performance of the page. That's why it's very useful. So let's take a look how we can do it. I'm using 2 tools for image sprites in this video. Number 1 is bulk resize photos, and number 2 is Css Sprite Generator. So you want to download all your photos you want to use locally and drag and drop into bulk resize photos, just like that. And click on exact dimensions and preferably make it square. I'm going 800 by 800 and click on start resizing. That will download into your downloads folder, and you want to move that file into your HTML folder. After that's been done, you want to extract that into here and check everything's correct. So you'll see every file will be the same dimensions, which will make it easier to work with. Awesome. So let's go into our CSS Sprite Generator. We can do it 2 ways. We can open and do that, or we can simply drag and drop. So let's drag and drop all of our 8 files. Let's click on settings. And we want to click on vertical. Perfect. And let's go right click, save as, and save it as your sprite images in the same folder as your HTML file. And click on downloads now. And click on CSS and copy and paste all of these values. These will be the exact dimensions of the background properties, so we don't need to manually do anything. So the background positions are already defined, which will save us a lot of time. You see, I've already created a sprite, so I'll open that up. This is my sprites. You open yours up. This is the one I'll be using in today's example. So let's format that. We want to apply that within the text box right next to Sham. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start by creating an element called Sham badge. Awesome, done. So let's go on using F12 developer tools to perfectly size that. Now that's looking nice. Now the text is looking a little bit lower than the image, so we want to lift it up, and we will do that using a blank span tag. Now that's looking completely symmetrical. And let's remove all those borders. And let's get on to our final steps. So each of the details, I want to colorize them. So we'll do that by adding individual span tags. So we'll add a span tag for name, the colon, and the information. And so we'll have 3 different colors for the whole document. That's looking much nicer. And just a final touch, we'll make our image glow with a yellow touch. And that's it. And we can simply replicate each of these. So we've got one done. We just copy and paste, and we can have as many as we want. We should just add margins, and we should change the details. And that's how you create a simple HTML page. Thanks guys, bye.